Back with CBS News Elections Director Anthony Salvanto. Anthony, what's going on in the Democratic race?
On the Democratic side, it is Bernie Sanders surging. He is up in Iowa. He is propelled there by liberal voters, by very liberal Democrats. So he's up 10 points on Hillary Clinton there. And then in New Hampshire, where he's been doing well for a while, he's up substantially. Same story. Up with liberal voters, up with very liberal voters, and doing very well with independents, too. But the thing here, John, is there's an enthusiasm gap, right? Bernie Sanders voters overwhelmingly say that they're enthusiastic about voting for him, much more so than the people who are supporting Hillary Clinton. And it seems to be coming out of he's speaking, he's resonating with that liberal component of the Democratic base on the economic message, on the populist message, going against the rich, going against the billionaire class.
So just to recap, up 10, Bernie Sanders up 10 in Iowa, up 22 in New Hampshire, and up by almost 40 points on the enthusiasm scale when that question was asked in New Hampshire. So Hillary Clinton, any good news for her in the numbers?
Yeah, she's winning in South Carolina. Now, there's a different set of demographics in South Carolina than there are in the other two states, and she's taking advantage of that. She's winning among Democrats as opposed to the independents, and she's doing very well with African-American voters there as well. Now, if you look further from South Carolina down the line of primaries, there are a lot more states there in the South where she could have also that kind of favorable split. The other thing, too, John, is that across all of these states, Democrats say that the email server doesn't matter to them. Very big numbers for that. In Iowa, New Hampshire, and South Carolina, it's not affecting whether or not they're supporting Mrs. Clinton.
So she potentially has some room there to return herself to some standing. In other words, that's not an impediment that won't go away for her.
It clearly looks like it's the enthusiasm as opposed to that particular issue. That when Bernie Sanders is generating this enthusiasm, that's pulling in the independents, that's pulling in a lot of people who are then gravitating to him.
And then just quickly on the Joe Biden question, 22% in South Carolina. Is that an opening?
It may be. We tested him in all of these states, even though, of course, he's not formally in the race. And that's the state where he does do the best. He's just behind Bernie Sanders, in fact, in the poll, 23 to 22. So, yes, of the three states, given his support right now, that would probably be the place where he would go.
All right, excellent. Anthony Salvanto, our Director of Elections, thank you so much.
Thanks, John.